prophecies were not foretellers. Nostradamus, Florence, and many other foretellers came true. Nostradamus has also given some indications about the unparalleled great man of the history. Somewhere in an Asian country, most probably in India, a great soul has taken birth in a humble rural family, whose own energy will be equal to any powerful country. He will create a code of conduct of one language, one culture, and one religion.
Hail Satguru Dev!
Hail Bandi Chhod Supreme God Kabir Ji! Hail Bandi Chhod Garib Das Ji Maharaj! Hail Swami Ram Devanand Guru Maharaj Ji!
ग्रीब नमो नमो सतपुरुष को नमस्कार गुरु के नहीं। सुर नर मुनि जन साधुआं संतों सर्वस्ति नहीं। सतगुरु साहिब संत सब दंडोतम प्रणाम। आगे पीछे मध्य हुए तिनको जा कुर्बान। नराकार निर्विषम काल जाल वैबंधनम निर्लेपम निज निर्गुणम अकल अनुवेशंदनम। सोहम सुरति समाप्तम सकल समाना निर्तलः। उज्ज्वल हिरंबर हरदम अम्बे परवा अथाह वार पार निमज्जतम। ग्रीव जो सुमर सिद्ध होई गणनायक गलता ना करो अनुग्रह सोई पारस पद परवाना। आदि गणेश बनाओ गणनायक देवन देवा। चरण कमल लो लाऊं आद्यंत करूं सेवा। परम शक्ति संगीतम रिद्धि सिद्धि दाता सोई। अवगत गुण अतीतम सत्य पुरुष निर्मोही। जगदम्बा जगदीशम मंगल रूप मुरारी। तन मन अर्पों शीशम भक्ति मुक्ति भंडारी। सुर नर मुनि जन ध्यावे ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा। शेष सहस मुख गावे पूज्य आदि गणेशा। इंद्र कुबेर सरीखा वरुण धर्म राय ध्यावे। समर्थ जीवन जी का मन इच्छा फल पावे। 33 कोटि अदारा जावे शेष 88। उतरे बहुजल पारा कटहे यम की फांसी। 33 कोटि अदारा जावे शेष 88। उतरे बहुजल पारा कटहे यम की फांसी। कर जोरूं विनती करूं धरूं चरण पर शीश। गुरु जी राम देवानंद जी महाराज ने दियो नाम बख्शीश। कोटि कोटि सिजदा करूं कोटि कोटि प्रणाम। चरण कमल में राखियो मैं बंदी जाम गुलाम। कुत्ता हूँ गुरुदेव का रामपाल दास का नाम। गले प्रेम की जेवड़ी जाके चोवा जाऊं। तो करो तो बावड़ो दूर दूर करो तो जाऊं। जो राखो तो ही रहूं। जो देवो सो खाऊं।
By the boundless grace of Supreme Father God,
Almighty God, creator of the universe, Kabir Dev, Kabir Sahib, Kabir God, you all pure souls
have gathered here for listening to spiritual discourse. The Almighty comes on His own from Satlok to do the satsang Himself. Satsang means where true spiritual knowledge is delivered to all those who attend it. And apart from this, wherever discussions are held in the name of satsang, but true spiritual knowledge is not discussed, is not satsang. So first of all, it is said that getting this human life is a very rare thing. After we attain a human life, getting spiritual discourse is even rarer. But today, both of these are easily available to you. So, pious souls, your destiny impressions of your previous lives are divine, unworldly, and immeasurable. It is mentioned in Sukshma Ved.
लख बर सूरा जो जही लख बर सावत दे लख बर यति जहान में तब सतगुरु शरणाले.
Meaning those people who have performed so many
virtuous deeds in some eras.
Lakhs of time they have been warriors, lakhs of times they have been chaste, and lakhs of times you have obtained a savat body. All these 3 lives are obtained by a very pious person. When these lives have been obtained lakhs of times, then one gets the refuge of a saint. God takes one in His refuge. So an important aspect of satsang has been mentioned in Suksham Ved. What is Suksham Ved? Suksham Ved is the spiritual knowledge given by God. It is the true knowledge, spiritual knowledge given by God. And only by gaining that knowledge we can attain God. Otherwise, there is no other option to it. Pious souls,
Until we come to satsang, until we get satsang, spiritual discourse,
no matter how rich we are, no matter how high a post we have, but our life will be futile. It is mentioned in the Suksham Ved that बिन उपदेश अचंभ है, क्यों जीवत हैं प्राण, और भक्ति बिना काठोर है,
ये नर नहीं पाषाण.
God says that those people who do not worship God in their life, we are very surprised that on what basis they are living their life, considering whom as their base they are living in the world. If we consider our family to be ours, it is not ours. If we consider our property to be ours, then property is also not ours, because after we die, these things don't go with us. About this it has been mentioned कि काया तेरी है नहीं ये माया कहाँ से हो. O innocent human, when this body is not yours, your own body is not yours,
then how did you become relieved by considering this Maya or property to be yours?
this is the main reason of ignorance. God says, क्या मांगूं कुछ स्थिर न रहाई और देखत नैन जला जग जाई. एक लख पूत सवा लख नाती उस रावण के आज कोई दीव न बाती. When you will have the complete knowledge of this world, complete knowledge of this place, that what is it? Why are we taking birth here? And if we have taken birth, then why are we dying? So we have made a simple formula that if there is birth, then there is death too. And we became satisfied because we did not have any alternative to this. There was no option. And we considered it to be the final procedure. Believed a hard and fast rule that this only happens and will continue to happen. Now God has told through the medium of satsang. God had come 600 years ago in Kashi, and by playing the role of a weaver, he became known as a Dhanak. And by narrating, imparting, getting written the true knowledge, returned to his personal place Satlok.
He had come along with his body and went along with his body. And in Satlok also, God has a body.
God is in human form. He had delivered satsang when he had come 600 years ago. And our religious gurus who were themselves ignorant and unfamiliar with the holy books, they definitely knew the Sanskrit language. They had said that Kabir Sahib, Kabir Ji, is uneducated.
He is unable to understand the holy books properly. That is why
he is preaching opposite to the holy books. Whereas they were themselves preaching opposite to the holy books, God was saying the truth. At that time, we believed the incorrect knowledge given by our religious gurus to be true.
And we drew away from God.
Now at that time God has said that when 5500 years of Kalyug will pass, चौथा युग जब कलयुग आई तब हम अपना अंश पठाई. और कलयुग बीते 5500 पाचा तब ये वचन मेरा होगा साचा. Which words? काल पंत छूटे नरलोई सकल सृष्टि परवानी खोई. Means when mid-age of Kalyug will come. Kalyug's 5500 years would have passed. At that time the whole world, by acquiring the true worship, by obtaining Satnam, the whole world
would do worship. God's children will recognize God and go to Satlok. So God had said that whatever I'm saying today, when 5500 years would have passed, then you will believe what the truth is.
What is the reality, what our religious gurus were saying, and what God used to say. What God used to say 600 years ago, today our religious books are also saying the same, and have seconded it, supported it. So pious souls, God says that you get knowledge from coming to a satsang. That with what kind of hope you all are living here. Your own family and your property. God says that this is a conspiracy by Kal to keep you entangled. In here, it is a trap, a well thought out plan. And until you understand this, you cannot do any worship. And neither can you attain salvation. It does not mean that we don't require our families at all. Just consider that these all are the children of God. You too are children of God because of your impressions of previous deeds, whatever role you are in, whatever role you are playing. Someone is a son or a daughter. Someone is a husband or a wife, father or mother-in-law, father, mother, uncle, aunt, or nephews. So this is your own creation of relations of this world and your impressions of previous deeds. And considering them all to be the children of God, so in this way, how should you behave with all these children of God? For instance, how does a servant behave with the owner's child? It is not his own, but he has to take care of him, look after him a lot more than his own child. So this is a good enough signal to a sensible person on how to live with his family in this world. Now God says the truth. God says that if you don't have a child and you die while asking God for a child, and you don't get a child because it is not in your fate, and you keep on thinking that those who have a child like son or daughter, they are very happy. And had we got a child, our clan would have propagated and would have progressed. Pious souls, these are the inspirations given by our religious gurus and their thoughts, which are against the Suksham Ved, that is spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge says that, in spiritual knowledge God says, Jo rakho to hi rahu, or mera ke chara, I shall live as you, keep me. I have no authority on this, hamara ke chara, और खाने जाद गरीब हूँ गुलाम तुम्हारा. I am your slave and I am submitted unto you. For instance, in olden days, rich people like businessmen, traders, kings used to buy slaves like animals are bought. Then that used to become their permanent possession. However, to sell it was a different matter. So here God says that you should develop such a feeling towards God that, O Lord, I am your servant, your slave, and I will live the way you will keep me. I am now yours completely. Until you come to the refuge of a Satguru, if you don't have a child means you don't have a child, you won't have it. Then what do is we take someone's child, we adopt someone else's child. Then later what happens is when the child grows up, he or she works according to his or her own destiny and works accordingly. Then in the end it comes to the mind that, hey God, if this had been my own child, those old parents then talk to each other that had this been our own child, would he have behaved in this manner? That is, they even have friction with that child. So God says that this is a mistake of yours because you have only followed hearsay, knowledge and tradition. Now when you will come to the refuge of God, then He will do what He wants. If God thinks it is important to give you a child, then He will send one of His pious souls. And another thing is that the society says that those who are childless are jinx, and even used to say that one should not even look at their face in the morning of those who don't have a child,
One should not get to see the face of someone in the morning who doesn't have a child. This is hearsay knowledge, false notion, thoughts of people living in the world. And the thoughts of a devotee? What does Sukshma Ved say?
See, in general, everyone is a good soul of God. Those who are devoted to God have a human body, are sustaining
Themselves are leading a good life. Everyone is a good soul.
But in Sukshma Ved it has been said that according to the yardstick of God, those who don't have a child are very fortunate people. Pious souls, there has always been a difference of opinion and some conflict between a
Devotee and the people of the world. Whether this conflict remains or not, this is however the truth.
Now what is the reason for that?
For instance, sage Sukhdev stayed in his mother's womb for 12 years and immediately after taking birth, he attained the body of a 12-year-old boy straight away and started walking from his birthplace.
After placing his umbilical cord on his shoulder, that I will cut it later somewhere else. Then his father Vyas said, "Son, please show me your face. I have waited for 12 years to have a son. I am distraught in love of a son."
So sage Sukhdev did not look
At his father's face,
and while walking said, "Sage,
now I have acquired full knowledge of the cycle of this world, and now I will not get trapped into this.
And sage, don't know how many times you have been my father.
And don't know how many times I have been your father. This is a big problem. Let it be sorted this time. I will not look at your face, otherwise I might develop attachment. This attachment is really a very big problem. So it has been said in Sukshma Ved
That sage Sukhdev said,
एक लेवा एक देवा दूतम और कोई किसी का पिता न पूतम, ऋण संबंध जुड़े सब ठाटा, अंत समय सब बारा बाटा.
Today you are living in harmony. How much affection you have in your son or daughter. They are affectionate.
as well because they are living here nicely with you.
But in very next minute they can die. The son can die, the daughter can die, you can pass away, the whole family can perish. That love is also there. They are affectionate as well, but what is the outcome? What use is it? So where is the clan now? The whole life you have spent on these things only.
Even if they worship but don't do the true worship, not according to the scriptures, and they do it according to the fake gurus, even that is useless.
Once upon a time, a whole family in which
There were 12 to 13 members only in one car. 12 to 13 members.
only one old member of the family was remaining at home, rest were going to some saint satsang. They had been going to satsang for last 20-25 years. Either they were returning after listening to satsang or maybe they were going. I don't remember. In an accident, all those 12 people died. All the family members perished. Only the 70-year-old man remained. Now what is this?
ना जाने काल की कर डारे किस विध ढल जा पासावे और जिनाते सरते बहुत खुड़कती उनानो केड़ा हासावे.
So in this bad world, the hope that you are living with is a big mistake of yours. And this mistake will be corrected by God by this true knowledge.
Now God also knows this, that the three gunas, the pressure of the Triguni Maya, even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh could not save themselves from that, so a human being cannot escape from this either.
Now this human being requires the aid of God.
So which God's aid? If you take the aid of Vishnu Ji, then Vishnu Ji is under the jurisdiction of Kal, and Kal has entrapped you. So you cannot escape this trap. If you worship Shankar Ji, even then you cannot escape the trap. If you worship Brahma, he himself is the one who has entrapped you in this trap.
So he won't let you come to the path where you get salvation, because to keep you entrapped in his web is his aim, because he feels hungry, he's cursed. This Kal or Brahm is cursed,
who says in Gita chapter number 11, verse number 32,
that Arjun, I am Kal, and I have now appeared to eat everyone.
he actually entered into the body of Sri Krishna. This is what he does.
As he's taking good care of them. But those beings don't have enough intellect to judge that at the moment he is seeming very kind. But in the evening, or whenever there is a requirement, then whether it is someone's son, daughter, mother or father, he just takes them away by holding from their ears. So God has explained this to us, that you are in such a situation. To save oneself from this, Kabir Sahib says that you will all have to come to my refuge. Then I will get your names registered with myself from Kal. Then he will not ask anything from you. So for that you will have to take the refuge of Supreme God. And after taking the refuge, if you will abide by boundaries, then your children will also remain safe. God knows. It is not possible, whatever knowledge you may acquire, whatever effort they may put in, as there is a lot of pressure on you. Even then God has given a solution to it, has given an alternative. That be in my refuge.
जब लग हंसा हमरी आना काल लगे ना तेरा बाणा.
Now, whether they were going to listen to the satsang or whether they were coming back from the satsang,
over there it was all the arrangement of Kal. Over there true worship does not exist. In general also people go to different places like Vaishno Devi Ji, some go to Amarnath Ji. There also thousands of people die. At Kedarnath 20 to 30,000 people died in just seconds. So that is all Kal's arrangement there, and he will do so.
and he will eat everyone, as those places are under his direct control.
You are under his control. But when you come in the refuge of God Kabir Ji, then he would have no control over you.
जब लग हंसा हमरी आना काल लगे ना तेरा बाणा.
Until these living beings, hey pious souls,
Until you remain within our boundaries, this Kal will not attack you. Kal will only be able to attack us when we violate the boundaries and step out of the boundaries laid by God. So once you violate the boundaries laid by God Kabir, you have stepped away from it. And outside of it, everything is Kal. For instance, you are
sitting in a ship in an ocean, and if someone after getting intoxicated jumps into the ocean,
that ship was the only place where he could have survived, but he abandoned it. So he would definitely drown and die. So apart from this place, everywhere else in the world, there is Kal's arrangement. So if you leave this and go anywhere else, you will not get any protection except sorrow. You will not get anything. Now the topic that is being discussed is that those who do not have any children have been said to be very fortunate people. But according to world's ideology, they are considered as jinx. So there has always been a difference in the ideology of Jagat and Bhagat, because of which some disputes have remained. Now the society is educated, so it will understand. God made you receive education from a child to an old man. Sisters, daughters, mothers, all have been educated. And we have made such instruments, invented internet,
and made computers.
So we will also make an internet of God's name. We will use our brain in this too. So here God says
कि जैसे
एक लेवा एक देवा दूतम और कोई किसी का पिता नहीं पूतम. ये तो ऋण संबंध जुड़ा एक ठाठा.
Like Das tells the story repeatedly. A man's wife died after giving birth to one son. The man did second marriage and he got another son from his second marriage. There was a difference of 10 to 12 years between them. Rather a difference of 8-9 years.
After the second son was born, the father died and his second wife also died. The elder son got married, his wife came to the house. Now those brothers had different mothers but same father. So the elder one who was born from the first mother got married. So far they did not have any child. On the other hand, the younger brother who was born from second wife became unwell. As he was ill, they got him treated. During treatment, definitely money is spent. So the duo of husband and wife discussed amongst themselves that a lot of money will be spent in his treatment. So why don't we give him poison and let him die? They spoke to a doctor about it and said that we plan to do so. He is unwell and people will think that he has died a natural death. The doctor said, I will charge 500 rupees. They had a lot of property and he was the heir to 50% of the property. So they, by giving 500 rupees, cleared their obstacle and got him killed. Relatives thought that he had died because of the illness. The saga ended. On the other hand, his wife became pregnant and they both had a son. Their happiness had no bounds. They nurtured the child with a lot of fondness and love, and in a few years he became a healthy youth. He was healthy. During those times, parents used to marry off their children. At the age 12 or 13, they got him married. A few days after marriage, that child became unwell. So for his treatment, they consulted every doctor, even from far-flung places. They also consulted exorcists. Whatever money people had demanded, whether 1,000 or 20,000, they spent it. They gave whatever the doctors demanded, but there was no result. Half of his property got sold, but that son became bedridden to the extent that his skeleton started becoming visible. One day the father was sitting next to his son. The boy said, "Hey brother, do one thing. Prepare for my funeral and arrange for a shroud and wooden logs for pyre. Our scores are now even, and only the money pertaining to the wooden log and shroud is outstanding. Arrange that." Now that person thought that his son has become mentally disturbed to such an extent that he's calling me brother. So he said, "Son, I'm your father." The son replied, "No, you are my brother. Contemplate, I'm your that brother whom you had got killed by poisoning. I have come to your house to take revenge and to take whatever is mine and whatever was my right in the property. Whatever my share was, that has been utilized. Now only yours is remaining." And then he suffered a grave shock. He recalled his misdeeds. Then he asked, "Please tell me one thing, whatever sins I committed have come in front of me. I only had one child and now there is no possibility of having another one. My lineage has come to an end. But tell me one thing, whatever wrong we did has come in front of us. But now this girl who has come home after marrying you, but what sin has your wife committed? She will be burnt alive in your pyre because at that time, Sati tradition was being practiced. She is going to be burnt alive along with you in your pyre. What sin has she committed?" Then his son asked, "Where is that doctor who gave me poison?" The father replied, "He died 4 years after your death." So the son said, "She is that same evil soul and now she will be burnt alive." And the same happened on saying this boy died. So here God says in Suksham Ved that
एक लेवा एक देवा दूतम,
one has come to collect the debt and the other has come to pay it back.
और कोई किसी का पिता नहीं पुत्र। ऋण संबंध जुड़ा एक ठाठा, अंत में सब 12 बाटा।
Just take it as a final verdict, whatever you have, son or daughter, father or son, or a mother, or a wife. You have some outstanding debt with them and you will have to pay it back. For instance, we have to repay a loan to someone, but our income is not enough. So we always remain in fear and feel embarrassed. And if our income becomes good, then we will happily pay off the debt. One can have a debt, it is no big deal. So now God will give you such a job, such a worship, you just put your effort in His worship. And by doing this worship, all your debt will be easily cleared then, whether it is of son or daughter. And then the Almighty has a power.
मासा घटे न तिल बधे विद ना लिखे जो लेख सच्चा सतगुरु मेट कर ऊपर मार दे मेघ.
If you have some debt credit amongst yourself and you come under the refuge of God, He will cancel that debt as if it were His own debt. And He relieved you from that. God says, I will take care of your children, I will look after them, I will create good destiny for them. Therefore, you become debt free. You will also get liberated and children will also get liberated. God will clear the debt between you two. For instance, once people had taken loan from the government. It was becoming very big. The interest on which had multiplied. People were having a lot of problems.
Some farmers had even committed suicide due to that debt. And then the government absolved it. As a result, everyone was free. The tension was gone after that. So in this way, God Kabir is like this true government. He will clear all your debts. He will clear your mutual debts. Then we will do bhakti. We will make such a law which would be acceptable to everyone. On the basis of this knowledge, we will not do any expense in marriage. Even in future, we will not delve in any give or take between children because then it will create debt on one another again. So children will also understand this, even the daughters. We are not from this world, we are residents of Satlok and we will go there. There is no scarcity over there. There is a similar creation over there. After going there,
your family will form again, the son, daughter, husband, wife, father, mother that you love here. If you all do bhakti, all of you as it is will form a family over there, live in luxury over there. Is there any compulsion to live in this evil world? Today, if you are living in some village and you own a small piece of land and are just about managing with a lot of difficulty.
And now if you are given 100 acres of land in some other state which has already a tube well, has all the facilities with a beautifully built home and you are asked to go and live there, what will you do? Immediately you will leave the small land and move to that place. You won't even look at this place again. So this is the situation of Satlok. Once you go there, you will have a luxurious life. So here God says, once you come in my refuge, I will end all your mutual debts.
And pious souls, a devotee will be one who will move away from the worldly traditions, then only he will be able to do bhakti, otherwise doing worship is not possible.
Now you have to start your journey on the path of bhakti. It is recommended to have as little baggage as possible. But if he has a lot of baggage, then how many steps can he take? Won't be able to walk. So he will have to leave all traditions. And these will only be removed by knowledge. Only by knowledge. So in this way we will move forward on this path. Destiny is in the hands of God. No wonder what He may do in a blink of an eye. Now, pious souls, we are talking about impressions of previous lives, that God will end the impression of previous deeds of His devotees and then will fulfill the destiny from His own account. And He will fulfill it with His own quota.
Then we can do worship of God, can do service as well.
And can also attain salvation.
Now, we have told you a number of times about the subject this time and about the subject of this Das humble servant.
A lot of predictions have also been told to you that this is such a valuable time, pious souls. God has already determined this 600 years ago. Actually, God had said in the first Satyug to this Kal
कि चौथा युग जब कलयुग आई तब हम अपना अंश पठाई.
we will send our servant. And then Kal's trap will be eliminated for all men and women. When 5500 years of Kalyug would pass, then this statement of mine would come true. Which one? That I will send my representative, and whole world will take initiation from this servant of mine, and everyone would benefit from this, and everyone would get salvation. And then it has been said,
कलयुग बीत जावे जब एता.
when 5500 years of Kalyug will pass, sabhi prani param purush pad cheta, then all human beings will become aware of that God's supreme state. Of which one? In Gita chapter number 18 verse number 62, Gita chapter number 15 verse number 4. It is said, Arjun, you go in refuge of that God with full faith. By His grace you can attain supreme peace. And Sanatan Param Dham, eternal supreme place, Shashwat Sthan, a place which can never be destroyed, is called eternal place or Shashwat Sthan. We call it Satlok. Lok means Dham or place. In Gita chapter number 15 verse number 4 it is said, after the attainment of a complete saint, one should search for the supreme state of God, on reaching where a devotee never comes back in the cycle of birth and death. So here it has been said that when 5500 years will pass, till now we were not even aware of Satlok being a place. And these Radha Swamis, those from Dhandan Sadguru, used to talk about Satlok, but they did not have any knowledge about anything they consider Satnam, Sarnam, Sar Shabad, Satpurush, everything the same, and also address it as Radha Swami Dham. They did not know anything, so we had never heard of the supreme state, about Satlok, but now even children are talking about it. Now it is on every child's tongue that we will go to Satlok, Sachkhand. Like as Das was meeting with the devotees, a small child in the lap of his mother said, Guruji, let us go to Satlok, let us go there. Then I said, a plane will come and we will go. The plane is on its way. So here it is said that all living beings will become aware of the supreme state of God. On the same subject, a foreteller named Florence from America has sung glory of a saint of India. Nostradamus was a native of France, and he also says that in India a saint would appear who will impart true knowledge to the world and will create a pure society which will be devoid of vices. There will be no hatred and no mutual fighting. So in the same context, let us tell you a little bit more. There is an old book which one of the devotees have found. Now our devotees have become discoverers. Wherever or whenever they find a clue, they come to know easily about whom it has been said. Now, the prophecy of Nostradamus or someone else's about that particular saint has been set on various people, but it won't fit. For example, you just try to fit an elephant's clothes on a bull, then how will it fit? That will fit on an elephant only, to whom it belongs. Please see this. We have a book here. It is an old, worn and torn book here. Give it a look. Yug Nirman Ki Sunishchit Sambhavna. This is the title of the book. The writer of the book is Balram Singh Parihar. Published by Yug Nirman Yojana from Gayatri Tapobhumi, Mathura. That is all the information we have about this book. Please see here page number 19. This is page number 19. On page number 19 of this book, it is written that after four years of independence, a powerful spiritual organization will come to light and will salvage the whole world. The savior would be the leader of that organization. Now, what this is that there is a prediction of a foreteller named Hungry, whose prediction has been taken by the author to prepare his book. He has prepared his book by listening to others, so he has, according to his own understanding, fit this prediction on someone. What it meant was that in the year 1947, India became independent. After 4 years of that, Das was born in 1951. What it actually means is that 4 years after independence, in 1951, a saint will be born who will form such a spiritual organization which will do welfare of the whole world. Here they make a little mistake. Let me show you more. Please see on page number 23.
On this page 23, it is written here
that the leader of this organization will be a householder. He will become renowned as one of the biggest thinkers of the world so far. That person will formulate a systematic code of conduct on issues ranging from social responsibility to how all the countries in the world can coexist in harmony. If the accumulative thoughts of his whole life are bound together in a book, then it will make a very big book. This is what it means. Please see here on page number 29. Page number 29. Somewhere in an Asian country, most probably in India, a great soul has taken birth in a humble rural family who will start, direct and manage a great spiritual revolution. Behind him, there would be a power of great working souls that will change the current distorted conditions of the world. In 1999, let us see what they have mentioned, that such a person has taken birth whose own energy will be equal to any powerful country. He will create a code of conduct of one language, one culture, and one religion. Please see here on page 43. It is written here that a man with a divine body has taken birth. He will fill happiness in everyone's heart. He will remove miseries from the whole world. He will also rectify the unjust and the cruel. In the first phase of night, when I am in deep sleep, then I see a divine man in my dreams, a divine person, sitting near a pond. On the forehead of this yogi, where the two eyebrows meet, a half moon is visible. He has grey hair, simple attire. He is fair-skinned. His complexion is very light, and he has non-leather shoes in his feet. He wears non-leather shoes. We have prohibited all the followers from wearing leather shoes. If I am stopping you, then how can I wear them? Now please see on its page number 72, because we have to also deliver satsang to you along with this. The topic of sanskar, impressions of previous life, was going on. We will explain some things about it to you in this. See on page 72 of this. It is written here that Nostradamus has also given some indications
about the unparalleled great man of the history. This is what is written here. He would have a moon on his forehead. His attire would be very simple, meaning he would not wear red or yellow colored clothes. He would not roam around with the loincloth wrapped around him. He will marry twice. He will have 2 sons and 2 daughters. Now here, I will also tell you about Sanskar a little here. Like Nostradamus has written that he will have 2 sons, 2 daughters. Das has 4 children as it is. And these foretellers that there are, or these philosophers, can only see what is going to happen in the future, what has already been determined by God. The one who is going to determine it is God. Whenever the right time comes, he can even amend it. That is his will. And you know, it is written in this that he will marry twice. So, pious souls, God eliminated this fate of this Das. 2 marriages were predetermined, must be. If they are seeing this, then they are not seeing anything incorrect. And 4 children were also destined to be born, and they took birth too. Now, taking birth is not enough. Further, their upbringing, marriages, it was a very big task. It was a massive debt between us. That is why they came to me as my children. So, in 1988, Das obtained initiation. In 1994, Das got this job. Had I not been in the refuge of God Almighty, I would have had to live with those very children and then pay their debts. Then God Himself paid their debt and took Das in His refuge. This Das used to work as a junior engineer. That is a JE's job in Haryana Irrigation Department. And also nobody should think this or become suspicious that he might be struggling to sustain himself. That is why he might have left the small job. No, we were sustaining ourselves well. So the purport is God, by taking Das in His refuge, I had only married off the elder son and the elder daughter. 2 children were still studying. At that time, this Das got engaged in the feet of God by relinquishing my job. And today, those children are no less than the other children, meaning God raised them at the same level as the others. God did what Das was supposed to do, and God eliminated my sanskar. Otherwise, I would have remained entangled in them. Then how would I have delivered this invaluable knowledge to you? And the second was marriage. And had I married twice, I would have remained busy there. God even cancelled that. Now what would have happened? There is a short joke. A person had 2 marriages due to some reason. The first wife had no children. So after a few days, the 2 wives started quarreling a lot with each other. So the parents of both the women came and advised that keep them separate, one on the room above and the other one below. Okay. Then they again started quarreling. One said that he does not come to me. He keeps having food downstairs. Then they ended that dispute. The parents of both the women came again. They said that, do one thing. One day he will have food downstairs and one day he will have food upstairs. They said that he will have food downstairs on Ekam and upstairs on Dvitiya. Downstairs on 3rd day, upstairs 4th day. This is how he will eat. What happened one day? The Chhat and the Satam came on the same day. Now as soon as he entered through the door, his wife who lived downstairs held one of his hands. The other one caught his hand and pulled him upstairs. She took him upstairs. Then the other one ran after him and pulled him downstairs, saying that today is Satam. The other one said, no, it is Chhat today. They damaged his knees in this rehearsal. So pious souls, had I had 2 marriages, my knees would have been damaged. God showed mercy and sorted it out in 1 marriage only. Then what happened? These 2
Marriages are said to be so bad. Once that same person had a theft. The thief was caught. A village meeting was held. It was decided in the village meeting that he whose wealth has been stolen should decide what punishment should be given. To this thief, he who has had 2 marriages was already very distressed. He said, "Get him 2 wives. When Chhat and Satam will come on the same day, then I will see him." So, due to this Chhat Satam, God changed this fate of this Das.
मासा घटे न तिल बधे, विद ना लिखे जो लेख, सच्चा सतगुरु मेट कर ऊपर मारे मेघ.
So far, I have introduced many prophecies to you people. Along with them, there are many other prophecies of many other foretellers that stand true on this Das. Among them, one is that the mother of that Shiren Sellen would be 3 sisters. They would be 3. So this Das's mother were 3 sisters. Now I will show you. The devotees have taken this from some website, because now all devotees are researching that on whom these prophecies actually fit. It has been taken from a website. I will show you this. Please see. This is searching Shiren Sellen. This has been taken from a website. Nostradamus, a famous name, required no introduction. He had predicted about numerous events of past, present and future. In these prophecies, a name arises again and again, Shiren Sellen. There are several claims in past of being Shiren Sellen, but none of them proven to be the real one. Now what is written in this further? This is century number 10, quatrain number 75. What is written in this? Long awaited, he will never return. In Europe, he will appear in Asia. One of the league issued from the great Hermes, and he will grow over all kings of East. Now what happens in this? This is the original language of Nostradamus. And the translators of this have translated it according to them. They have tried that in India it is further written in this that a country which would have a name based on an ocean, Indian Ocean, that would be the name of that country, that is India. And then they have stated that he will take birth in that place where 5 rivers will be flowing. 5 rivers. In 1555, Nostradamus had uttered these prophecies. And he had predicted that in 2006, a Hindu leader will suddenly come to light. At that time, his age would be between 50 and 60 years. This Das was born on 8th September 1951. In 2006, this Das was exactly 55 years. And after that, they have done a lot of other predictions that he will discover such a knowledge which will be unique. Please see now. World
victorious saint. The prophecy of Nostradamus about Saint Rampalji. It was written that Here it has been said that a lot of his predictions have already come true in India. Predictions about Indira Gandhi have also come true. Then it is written that, here it is written, in the end of century 5 of his prophecy and in the beginning of century 6, meaning that after year 2005 comes 2006 AD, Nostradamus has written that from today, that is 1555 AD, exactly 450 years later, that is in year 2006, a Hindu saint, Chiron, will appear, that is, he will be talked of in the whole world at that time. The age of that Hindu religious saint, Chiron, will be between 50 and 60 years. Please see more. Making everyone follow the same rule, regulation and discipline. He will bring them on the true path. I, Nostradamus, prove one thing indisputably, that Chiron, that is religious leader, will discover a new knowledge. He will neither be a Christian, he will not be a Christian any time. He will surely not be a Christian nor a Muslim. He will not be a Muslim nor a Jew. He will definitely be a Hindu. He will be more intelligent than the former religious leaders, and he will be invincible. Mr. Nostradamus has said that he would discover such knowledge, spiritual knowledge, which no saint until today would have actually given. And in the field of spiritual knowledge, he would be more knowledgeable than all the previous saints. Please see here. This century number 1, quatrain number 76, that is 76. That the three sisters will have the name for destiny. They have also translated this themselves. This prophecy gives sign about family members. Mother of Chiron Selin are three sisters who will have name of destiny. The original watercolor image 44 made by Nostradamus shows three sisters who will have name for destiny. One of them wearing black clothes made like an angel by Nostradamus is the mother of Chiron Selin. It is written that here it means Nostradamus had created these pictures at that time. And in this, the lady who is wearing a black dress and is having a distinct sign on her is the mother. This proves that the mother of that Chiron Selin, that religious leader, spiritual guru, will be three sisters. Mother of this Das were three sisters together. Mother is still alive and the other two have expired. Ma'am, what is your name?
Indira Devi.
And where are you from?
Damkan Khedi.
How many brothers and sisters are you?
6 brothers and sisters. 3 sisters, 3 brothers.
And what are the names of the three sisters?
Elder one is Lakshmi, mine is Indira Devi and Pyari.
Please see this.
This is century number 6 and quatrain number 27. What is written in this is, within the isles of 5 rivers to one. They have translated it here down. Another sign 5 rivers to one is the Punjab state of India, where 5 rivers flows, and it is named on that. Even century 10 quatrain 75 proves.
Here he has tried to say, like, in the original text of Gita, whatever is written, its meaning is
different, but the translator is only telling according to his own understanding wherever it works. Now in this, Nostradamus is saying, he is explaining here, as you have read, that in the year 2006, that Shirin Selen, they have explained the meaning of Shirin Selen later. Shirin means of the whole world, and the meaning of Selen has been written as the god of moon. It is a Greek word, Selen. It means the god of tranquil light, that is, a god who imparts good knowledge, spreads the message of brotherhood, that is, a god, a noble soul who imparts true knowledge. The word Selen has been attributed to that person. Now what is written here is that his age in the year 2006 will be between 50 to 60 years. That is, he would be approximately 55 years of age. Please see what is written ahead. Here, there is a mention of 5 rivers, where 5 rivers will be flowing. Please see here. Shirin Selen has been explained here. He has been detailed here. Shirin, a term used in France at the time of Nostradamus for whole universe, that is, the whole world. And Selena is name of Greek goddess of moon. That is, the word Selena is about a goddess of moon. The word Selen is about a god. That's why it's been called Selen. So Shirin Selen means a god, a noble soul, a good soul, who provides unique knowledge to the whole world. Goddess means a pure soul. They have translated the prophecies of Nostradamus, which is as under. Please see here. Punjab, the word Punjab, is a combination of the Indo-Iranian words Panj, 5, and Ab, that is water. Thus the land of 5 rivers. The 5 rivers are the tributaries of the Indus river, namely Chenab, Jhelum, Ravi, Beas and Satluj. The meaning of this is that the place where 5 rivers flow, that is the place where he will be born. And by souls in the Janam Sakhi of Bhai Balewali, you had read that once with Sri Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, Bala and Mardana went to devotee Prahlad's place. Look, so there on the question of Mardana, devotee Prahlad said that here in my place only 3 noble souls can come. Number 1, God Kabir Ji, who has already visited. Number 2 is Nanak Dev Ji. Nanak Dev Ji is second. And one more will come. And then neither has anyone else visited here before, nor will anyone be able to come in future, and the one
who will come here to my place in future, he would be noble like these souls only, like God Kabir and like Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Then Mardana asked, when will he come and on which earth would he come? Then devotee Prahlad said that he would come hundreds of years after the departure of Nanak Dev Ji, and he will take birth on the land of Punjab. Then Mardana asked that Kabir Ji was a weaver. Kabir Ji is Khatri, and which caste would he belong to? Then Prahlad said that he would be of Jat caste. Once again, read Bhai Bale Wali Janam Sakhi. It would become clear to you. Once again, Nanak Sahib Ji, along with Mardana, went to the place of Prahlad, which is at a distance of lakhs of kilometers from here. Please see, this is the same Janam Sakhi Bhai Wale Wali.
The same Janam Sakhi Bhai Bala Wali. This has been shown to you earlier as well. Now let us show you the page number 272.
Prahlad Bhagat Nal Goshti on page number 272. Then devotee Prahlad said, when Nanak Sahib Ji along with Bala and Mardana reached the Lok place of devotee Prahlad, then devotee Prahlad said, O ascetic Nanak, Ram made you a great devotee in Kali Yuga, and many will attain salvation in your company. Sri Ram has showered divine grace on you. You will become very famous. Earlier in this Kali Yuga, devotee Kabir had come here. Now see, out of ignorance, devotee Prahlad is calling God a devotee. Devotee Kabir has come here and God has sent you here. Then Mardana asked devotee Prahlad, O devotee, you are also a great devotee, and Sri Ram has shown a big character for you as well. That is, he had acquired the Narsingh form. Sri Ram has showered immense grace on you. O devotee, has anyone else also reached here, or only Kabir and ascetic Nanak have reached here? Then devotee Prahlad said, brother, ask ascetic Nanak whether anybody else will come or not. Devotee Mardana said, you are a great devotee. You know everything that will happen in the future and that happened in the past till Satyug. Then devotee Prahlad said, listen brother, if anyone would be competent like him, then he would reach here. That is, if anybody would be competent like Nanak Ji, then he would reach here. Nobody else can come here. There have been many great devotees in the past, and there will be in the future too, but nobody reached here. Then Mardana asked, when will that person exist? Or will he exist in a near era? Then devotee Prahlad said, listen brother, he will exist in Kali Yuga. And when Ascetic Nanak will go to Sachkhand then. Here it is written, saw 100 years after that. He had said here, saw hundreds of years after that. Here they had to write, saw hundreds. Here, if they would have put a grammatical mark, then it would have become saw. Saw varsh, hundreds of years. They have written 100 years. He will exist hundreds of years after that, meaning apart from these three, nobody else can come here. Then Mardana asked, which are these three? Then devotee Prahlad said, brother, Kabir has been in the past and now ascetic Nanak is present and then he will exist. Mardana asked, Kabir was a weaver and Nanak is a Kshatriya. Then to which caste will he belong? That is, which caste would he belong to? And on which land will he exist? And in which city? Then devotee Prahlad said, brother, on the land of Punjab, and caste would be Jat. That is, he will belong to the Jat caste. And city would be Batala. Here they have written Batala instead of Barwala. It was Barwala. He will be present in Barwala. Now in this they have made it clear that on this earth only three would know this secret. First one was God Kabir, who himself came. Now no one could understand him. He was himself God. Then he gave this knowledge to Nanak Sahib Ji. So, devotee Prahlad made it clear that all who will come here, and also made it clear that he will belong to Jat caste. They have written Batala, but actually his area of propagation will be Barwala. That Barwala is in front of you. However, in Batala there has been no saint belonging to Jat caste who could have understood the deep secrets of Nanak Sahib Ji, hence proved. Another thing which I want to bring to your notice here, at the time when this Das was born on, that is, 8th of September 1951, at that time Haryana and Punjab were a single state called Punjab. That is why devotee Prahlad and Nostradamus have said that that saint will take birth in a region where 5 rivers will be flowing. That is, the name of that place will be based upon the 5 rivers, Punjab. In 1966, Punjab got divided into 2 different states in the year 1966. 1st November 1966, Haryana was formed separately. At the time when this Das took birth, it was called Punjab. So that people do not get confused, it was imperative to clarify this here, right now. Pious souls, this will generate good confidence for those pious souls, the knowledge that this Das is trying to give you. Because here in this world, whenever God has come or has sent his servant here, he has himself given knowledge about him. God Kabir used to say,
हम ही अलख अल्लाह हैं, कुतुब गोश और पीर, गरीब दास खालिक दनी हमरा नाम कबीर। ए स्वामी सृष्टा में सृष्टि हमारा तीर, दास गरीब अधर बसूं।
Kabir Das Ji says, I stay above.
अवगत सत कबीर।
So God has to himself give knowledge about him. And by souls, you will develop firm faith that what you are associated with is a true place. The whole world will get enlightened and follow this path, and everyone will attain salvation. This is before you. The great man about whom all the great men and foretellers mentioned, and Tulsi Das Ji, the founder of Jai Gurudev sect, has even told his date of birth that that great man has turned 20 on 7 September 1971. Now please see about the time.
There is another book here. Let me show you. Please see. We have found this tattered book. Our devotees have brought this. See in which time he will take birth. युग निर्माण की सुनिश्चित संभावना. Author is Balram Singh Parihar. Publisher is Yug Nirman Yojana, Gayatri Tapobhumi Mathura. See on its page number 43. On page number 43. Year 2000 and 30 years prior to that, a man with a divine body has taken birth. He will fill happiness in everyone's heart. He will remove miseries from the whole world. He will also rectify the unjust and the cruel people. Please see, these things have been told of the time around 2000. Please see further, in the first phase of night when I am in deep sleep, then I see a divine man in my dreams. He has grey hair. He has almost white hair with simple attire. He is fair-skinned and he has non-leather shoes in his feet. That is, he wears non-leather shoes. A crowd of saints and gentlemen is seen around him. It is further written in this that I see small and big flames lighted amidst them. He used to see these lamps that are lit in a Havan Jyoti Yagya. Now there should be no confusion about the time, for that see here, after Mahabharat, one more Mahabharat. 4 years after independence, that is 4 years after 1947, that is in 1951, a powerful religious organization will come to the fore and will salvage the whole world. The savior would be the leader of that organization. Because of not understanding the original text of the foretellers, the translator has written organization here. Its meaning is that India gained independence in 1947 and 4 years later Das was born in 1951. This indication is towards this Das. Please see in this very book, its heading is Struggle, Destruction, Great Struggle and then New Era. Nostradamus was born in a place called Saint Remy in France on 13 December 1503. Now what has he told here? This great foreteller, who has made the maximum predictions about the 20th century, has written that in the latter half of the 20th century, that is after 1950, there will be so much development of science that majority of the world will become atheists. They will become atheists and the social code of conduct will disappear. They will disappear and there will be nothing called character. Fashion will be at its peak. There will be only a few people who will stay at home. Majority of the people will roam here and there and eat outside on streets. In these circumstances, a unique world-renowned man will take birth in great religious Eastern country. This person through his small associates will alone cause a commotion in the whole world. This historical great man will give rise to such a great struggle that it will cause inner conflict in every house and city. The time of this inner revolution is at the end of the 20th century and the beginning of the 21st century is right now. It has become clear from this that in the year 2000, the 20th century ended. 21st century is going on, it's 2013. So Nostradamus has said about this time and not about any great men of the previous times. So it is clear from this, pious souls, do not delay. You will not get this time again and again. And this time is not to be
wasted like this.
मानुष जन्म दुर्लभ है, मिले न बारंबार, और तरवर से पत्ता टूट गिरे, बहुत न लागे डार।
Now Kal had said that
कि द्वादश पंथ करूं मैं साजा, और नाम तुम्हारा ले करूं आवाजा। द्वादश पंथ नाम जो ले ही सो हमरे मुखान समोई।
which are those 12 sects? और अनेक apart from that,
और अनेक पंथ चलाऊं, या विद जीवों को फरमाऊं, जाओ जुग जीत संसारा, जीव न माने कहा तुम्हारा।
now we will see Bodh Sagar, Kabir Vani, the chapter. Please see here. This is Kabir Sagar, complete 11 parts. It has been published from Khemraj Sri Krishnadas Prakashan, Bombay. Kabir Sagar Gyan Sagar, first part. Refined by Kabir Panthi Bharat Pathik Swami Yuglanand Bihari. I am showing this to you so that no one should think that he might be showing something duplicate. All these proofs are given. You can see them. Printer and publisher Khemraj Sri Krishnadas. Director Sri Venkateshwar Press, Khemraj Sri Krishnadas Marg, Mumbai. This is a chapter Kabir Bani. In this Dwadas Panth Chalo So Bhed. Here it is written that
द्वादश पंथ काल फरमाना,
Kabir Sahib is saying,
अर भूले जीव न जाव ठिकाना, ताते आगम कह हम बाखा, वन समारा चुड़ामणि शाखा। पर प्रथम जग में जागो भरमावे, बिना भेद वो ग्रंथ सुरावे। दूसरे सुरत गोपाल होई, अक्सर जो जोग दृढ़ावे सोई।
now there is information about the 12 sects started by Kal on the name of Kabir Sahib. Here it is in the form of verses. Now I will show you in the form of prose. Please see this. This is Kabir Charitra Bodh. That was Kabir Bani. This is Kabir Charitra Bodh in this Kabir Sagar itself. And this is page 1817 Bodh Sagar. Page 1870. What is written here? Description of the sects of Kabir Sahib. This is in prose form. Number 1 here is Narayan Das's sect. Now they have committed a mistake here. They should have written Churamani's sect, because Narayan Das had not accepted the knowledge of Kabir Sahib. How can he be of the Kabir sect? It is well understood by those who are associated with the Kabir Panth. It is mainly for them, and along with them it is for you too. Now they say the first one is Narayan Das, this is Churamani. The second is the sect of Jagodas, it is his panth. And the third is Surat Gopal. Fourth is Mool Niranjan. Taksari sect is fifth. The sixth is Bhagwan Das's sect. Seventh is Satyanami sect. Eighth is Kamali's sect. It is not Kamali, it is Kamal's panth. Ninth, Ram Kabir sect. 10th is Prem Dham Ki Vani sect. 11th is Jiva sect. And 12th is Garib Das's sect. Do remember the 12th is Garib Das's sect. The first is not Narayan Das. Here it should be Churamani. I will show you further. The rest is okay in this. Now we have to come back on Kabir Bani. In chapter Kabir Vani, we are reading on page 136. Dwadas Panth Chalo So Bhed.
ये द्वादश पंथ काल फरमाना है।
In these 12 sects, only Kal's mantra will be recited. He will dominate in them. And
और भूले जीव न जाव ठिकाना, ताते आगम कह हम राखा, वंश हमारा चुड़ामणि शाखा।
now here they have made changes. Here they should have told that first is Churamani and second is Jago. They have made Jago as the first here. Whereas if you see here, the second is Jago. Please see here in Kabir Charitra Bodh. Here it is. First is Narayan Das, second is Jago Das. There they have written Jago Das as the first. It is said, Chor Churave Tombadi. We have come back again to Kabir Vani. Chor Churave Tombadi, और वो गड्ढे पानी में, वो गड्ढे व ऊपर आवे ना, सच्चाई छानी ने. Here they have tried to cause a jumble. They have tried to put Narayan Das in Kabir Panth, whereas he had never accepted it. This sect has started from Chudamani, which has reached till Damakheda. Apart from it, these other fake sects have been started by the fake gurus, the messengers of Kal. Please see here. In this, there are some good souls. Example, great men like Garib Das Ji. God had sent him to impart his knowledge. Please see here.
द्वादश पंथ काल फरमाना, भूले जीव न जाओ ठिकाना, ताते आगम कह हम राखा, और वंश हमारा चूड़ामणि शाखा। यानी
This is wrong. It should have been written here that first is Chudamani, second is Jagodas, then third is Surati Gopal, and fourth Mool Niranjan Bani, and the fifth Taksar sect, then Jiva sect, then Satnami sect. It is all here. Then Ram Kabir sect. All this, Param Dham Ki Bani sect. Now from here the 12th sect starts. It is stated that Samvat 17 se Pichhattar hoi, this should be 74. It has been misprinted as Pichhattar by mistake. Tadin Prem Prakate Jag Soi. It is not 75, it is 74. So respected, the 12th sect is of Garib Das Ji. I have shown it to you in prose section that it is Garib Das's sect. Respected Garib Das Ji was born in village Chodani, district Jhajjar, Haryana in Samvat 1774. Here it is misprinted as 1775. So here it is said that when the year 1774 will come, in this world love would appear. That is, he would tell the speech singing my glory. He would again disseminate my knowledge. God knew that when the messengers of Kal, they will enter the Kabir Panth, then they would also interfere with his speech. God Kabir's speech. They have made many changes in Kabir's Sagar according to them. So to rectify that and to complete that, God Kabir via his pious soul Garib Das Ji, who was from the 12th sect, has given true knowledge with full details. It is a big scripture, the one we read. Now see. Now God is saying that
संवत 1775 हुई.
it should be 74. Tadim Prem Prakate Jag Soi. Now what is he saying?
आज्ञा रह प्रेम बोध लावे कोली चमार सबके घर खाओ. यानी वो
That is, he would reduce discrimination. So people from all castes started becoming Garib Das Ji's disciples. Then what has been said about the 12th sect?
साख हमारी लिए जीव समझावें, असंख्य जन्म वो ठोड़ नहीं पावे. हाय हाय.
Then he has said,
बर में पंथ प्रगट हुआ बानी और शब्द हमारे की निर्णय ठानी.
that in 12th sect the speech about my grandeur will again appear via Garib Das Ji with full details. It would be told, and those belonging to the 12th sect, that is Garib Das sect, including the other 11 Kabir sect, all these, it has been said that
शब्द हमारे का निर्णय ठानी.
would try to decipher the meaning of my speech but will do misinterpretation. Then has said that
अस्थिर घर का मरम नहीं पावे, ये 12 पंथ हमी को धावे.
all these 12 sects say that our root is Kabir Sahib. However, they all recite the mantras of Kal only. Please see.
बर में पंथ प्रगट हो बानी और शब्द हमारे का की निर्णय ठानी.
They will try to draw a conclusion of the speech but won't be able to do it properly.
अस्थिर घर का मरम न पावे, यानी सतलोक नहीं जा सकते, ये 12 पंथ हमी को धावे. बर में पंथ फिर हम ही चल आवे. ओए होए.
Kabir Sahib has said that in Garib Das's sect, I will myself come and I will run one sect after decimating all the other sects. Bolo Satgur Dev. So pious souls of God has not been able to come. He has sent his servant by providing his as it is power. Now you will see, you are seeing how the light of true knowledge is spreading in the world via internet, via television, via devotees, via books, via CDs and DVDs. God has made a splash for his children so that they quickly understand him and accomplish their main task which they have forgotten. Now see what is being said. That
बर में पंथ प्रगट हो बाणी, साख हमारी लिए जीव समझावें, असंग जन्म ये ठोड़ नहीं पावे. बर में पंथ प्रगट हो बाणी, शब्द हमारे की निर्णय ठानी. अस्थिर घर का मरम नहीं पावे, 12 पंथ हमी को धावे. बर में पंथ हम ही चलकर आवे.
God Kabir says, I will come myself.
और सब पंथ मिटा के एक पंथ चलावे.
Then he says,
प्रथम चरण कलयुग निर्याना, तब मैं घर मांडो में दाना.
here God has done wonders. The first phase of Kali Yuga will be when I perform a divine act in Maghar, and from there I would depart along with my body. So that divine act was performed by God in the first phase.
Now this middle generation has started when 5500 years of Kalyug have passed. In 1997, Kalyug completes 5505 years.
This has been explained to you in detail many times with full calculations.
Now what has been said ahead?
5505 तब ये वचन मेरा होगा सच्चा.
Then he has said,
धर्मदास मरी लाख दोहाई, ये मूल शब्द बाहर ना जाए, ये बाहर ना जाई.
This is Mool Gyan, core knowledge.
पवित्र ज्ञान तुम जग में भाखो,
Tell.
लेकिन मूल ज्ञान तुम गुप्त ही राखो.
Goi means hidden.
मूल ज्ञान जो बाहर पढ़ी, बिचली पीढ़ी वंश हंस नहीं तरही. 33 अरब ज्ञान हम बाखा और मूल ज्ञान हमने गुप्त ही रखा. मूल ज्ञान तुम तब लग छुपाई जब लग द्वादश पंथ मिट जाई.
so pious souls, now all these sects have vanished. Consider this to be true. Now please see, let us show you another secret. We are reading Kabir Bani and we have come on page 134. Page number 136 and 137 we have read.
Here details are given about the 13 sects of God Kabir. All the 13 sects have been mentioned. Although all are children of God only, whether they are entrapped with Kal, are standing in the boundary of Kal. Those fake 12 people who came were also children of God. But let's see what they are saying now. That in this,
Pratham Vansh Uttam, this is Churamani. Second is Jagu. Third is Ahankari, Prachand.
fourth is Birah,
Fifth is Nidra. Sixth is Udas. Seventh is Gyan Chaturai, that is Satnami.
Taksari Panth, etc.
And eighth, Dwadas Panth Virod. Ninth, Panth Puja. 10th, Prakash. 11th is Pargat Pasara. Or 12वें Vansh Pargat Hoye Ujiyara.
12th is of Garib Das Ji. Now what has God said is that the 12th descendant who will come, that is Garib Das Ji, through him there will be some brightness of my speech, my grandeur. It won't clarify everything. Now please see, 12वें Vansh Pragat Hoye Ujiyara and 13th Vansh descendant, this Das is sitting in front of you, Mete Sakal Andhiyara and Eti Daga Kal ki Samai, nonetheless, Tattva Bindu ki tek reh jai.
And then it has been said that Kal will cause such great deceit, but even then the true spiritual knowledge will remain. He will not be able to curb it. So, pious souls, let us now prove in front of you how much Kalyug has passed right now. In holy Hindu religion, books written by Shankaracharya are considered to be authentic records as such. Let's clarify from these how much Kalyug has passed right now. Please see. This is a book, Jyotirmaya Jyotirmat. Here some description has been given Jyotirmaya Jyotirmat. Its patron is Swarupanand Saraswati Ji Maharaj. This is Swarupanand Ji, who is currently sitting on the native seat. He is in charge of the two mutts, Jyotish Mutt Pithadishwar and Dwarka Sharda Pithadishwar, Saraswati Ji. Now what is written here? This is the editor, writer and compiler, Vishnu Dutt Sharma, chairman, Adhyatmak Utthan Mandal, Delhi. Source of inspiration, Shri Subudhanand Brahmachari Ji, printer, fine print and packs. Please see here, Akhil Bharatiya Adhyatmik Utthan Mandal, 1 by 3234, street number 2, Ramnagar Vistar, Mandoli Road, Shahadra, Delhi. Here are the phone and fax numbers. See on page number 11 of this book, Brief Life History of Adi Shankaracharya. Now what has been written here? Approximately 2500 years ago, in the era of dwindling faith, Shankaracharya took birth in Kerala on the coast of Purna river, in the Kaladi village in the devout Namudari Shaiv Brahman family. He was born here. Now please see. According to the Mathas of Guru tradition, his birth Shankaracharya was born by the blessing of God Shankar. Therefore, he was named Shankar. According to the Mathas of Guru tradition, the time of his birth is considered to be 508 BC, 508 years prior to the birth of Jesus Christ. They have written, or 476 years. This is wrong. They should not have written or, because he had died at the age of 32 years. So if 32 is subtracted from 508, then 476 is left. So see here. So this is indicated here. So actually he was born 508 years prior to Jesus. That is 508 years before Jesus. Alright? And if we calculate from today, from 2012, then Shankaracharya was born 2520 years ago. So add 508 to the year 2012. So Shankaracharya was born 2520 years ago from today. And at that time, how much Kali Yuga had passed? Let me show you. This book is Himalaya Tirth. This has also been written by Shankaracharyas on their orders. This is J.P. Namburi, Deputy Chief Executive Officer, Sri Badrinath Kedarnath Temple Committee. It has been published from here. Publisher is Ranju Chakravarti, 76A by 1, Bama Charan Rai Road, Calcutta. Printer is Giri Print Services, Calcutta. Now let us show on its page 42. This is the prophecy about the birth of Shankaracharya. And there is some book called Shiv Rahasya. This is a verse from it. The translation of this verse has been done here. When 3000 years of Kali Yuga would have passed, to gain victory over the philosophy of Buddhist Mimamsakas, Shankaracharya, that is Shankar, will take birth in the form of a celibate. See again. When 3000 years of Kali Yuga would have passed, then Sri Shankaracharya will take birth. Pious souls, now we have to calculate how much Kali Yuga has already passed today. 3000 plus 2520. See, like Shankaracharya ji was born 508 years before Jesus. If we calculate from today, then 2520 years have passed today in 2012. And how much Kali Yuga had passed when he was born? 3000 years had passed. So add both of them. It becomes 5520 years. Now, when will it be 5505 years? When we reach in 2000 years, then 2000 years had passed since the birth of Jesus Christ. And 2508 years had passed since the birth of Shankaracharya. Meaning 5508 years of Kali Yuga had passed in the year 2000. Get this? And if we move back and subtract 3 more in 1997, 5505 years of Kali Yuga had passed. And in 1997, God had met this Das. He had said that now the time has come. Disclose the Sarnam and the Satnam, don't worry. Hail Satguru Dev.
Now, pious souls, do not think that this Das, by fabricating things, wants to befool you.
No, I want to make you very wise. And I want to make you familiar with the truth that at that time, I had not even looked at this. I had not even known Kabir Sagar in this depth. But whatever God has written, it automatically keeps happening at its time. Now see about 1997. How will you believe this actually? Please see. Das has written a book, Adhyatmik Gyan Ganga, which is in your hands. There is a piece of writing in it. On the page 538, there is a topic called Yatharth Kabir Panth Parchay. And in this, it is written here. Supreme God Kabir Sahib Ji met this Das Rampal Das in Samvat 2054, Falgun months, Shukla, Paksh, Ekam, March 1997 at 10 o'clock in the morning,
and telling the reality of Sar Shabd and indicating the right time of disclosing to the congregation, he had disappeared.
and he had ordered to keep this, that is, the fact that God had met me, a secret until the next order. And then God has given another precious treasure to us in the last 10 days. Das also wants to show that to you. Please see. There is one Suksham Ved Bodh. In this, God had stated 600 years ago that, Dharmdas, a time will come
when only my knowledge and grandeur will be present in the whole world.
all other knowledge and sects will finish, only one sect will remain. This is Kabir Sagar. This is the same Kabir Sagar, Bodh Sagar is its part. In this there is a chapter Swasamved Bodh. And see here on page 171. Here God had told Dharamdas 600 years ago that we will see from below words of Satya Kabir, that is, these are words of Satya Kabir. Here Kabir Sahib has been saying, so see here please. It is written this that
5 सहस अरु 500
5,500 जब कलयुग बीत जाए,
when 5500 years of Kali Yuga would have passed, then
तब महापुरुष फरमान जग तारण को आए.
God had said that when 5500 years of Kali Yuga would have passed,
then a great man will come to save the world.
हिंदू तुर्क आदि सब है, जेते जीव जहान और सतनाम की साख गए ये पावे पद निर्वाण.
now pious souls, this is a very old written order of God. It had to prove true now. What is he saying?
Hindu, Turk meaning Muslim. Hindu, Muslim and others, all others like Sikh or Christianity or any other sects that have been formed, all of them,
जेते जीव जहान और सतनाम की साख गए,
that is by attaining Satnam or Pave Pad Nirman. Nirvan meaning salvation. Everybody will attain salvation, whoever will come in the refuge and obtain Satnam. Yatha Saritgan. Wonderful.
How will they all unite? Eliminating all the sects, only one sect will remain. How will they all unite? Please see, this is how they will unite based on this knowledge. Tha Saritgan. Saritgan means all the rivers.
आप ही मिले सिंधु में धाये.
Like the rivers naturally rush into an ocean, Sindhu as in the ocean, it is not in their control, automatically their flow is formed.
यथा श्रीतगण आप ही मिले सिंधु में धाये, सत्य सुकृत के मध्य तिमि ये सभी पंथ समाये.
Just as the rivers automatically flow into the ocean at a full speed, likewise, all the sects will vanish into the middle of the true sect started by me, just as all the rivers merge into an ocean.
अब क्या बताते हैं, जब लग पूर्ण हो नहीं ठीके को तिथिवार.
This Theek means the time determined by me, Dharamdas.
Until this predetermined time will come, that is, until 5500 years of Kali Yuga will pass, the speech of mine that is written in Swasamved will seem to be completely baseless.
जब लग पूर्ण हो नहीं ठीक को तिथिवार.
Wonderful, meaning until this predetermined time will come. Theek means the predetermined time.
From where did Das come to know about this Theek? Like in childhood we used to hear that a businessman is not giving the payment,
He's giving further and further dates, so Theek is a word of our local language.
So Theek means to determine the time, determining the time, that is. This Theek, God is saying that until the time determined by me will come, that is, until 5505 years of Kali Yuga would pass, it will seem that God has said this just like that in Kabir Sagar. It will be fulfilled on that day. Now see.
जब लग पूर्ण होए नी ठीके का यानी ठीक का तिथि बार और कपट चातुरी तबलो ये सब संवेद निराधार है.
That is, my statement will seem baseless until then. Then what does he say? Kapat chaturi tab hele.
Based on deceit and cunningness, people will say that it has been said just like that. This Swasam Ved is false.
सब ही नर नारी शुद्ध तब जब ठीक का दिन आवंत.
That is, when the time determined by me will come, when 5505 years of Kali Yuga would have passed, then he says,
कपट चातुरी छोड़ के सब शरण कबीर गहनते.
All men and women will become pure, they will not have any deceit in them.
they will come to know that all of this is sin. They will earn their livelihood honestly and will stop unnecessary expenditures. With less effort, they will earn much more. The extravagance that we do, the money that we spend on beedi, alcohol, tobacco, and we waste the entire time of our life in building huge bungalows, by doing nonsense in marriages, by doing unnecessary expenditures, we remain buried under debts. All this would stop. Then we will easily do bhakti. We will be able to sustain ourselves in meager income. So this has been told. Please see.
सब ही नारी नर शुद्ध तब जब ठीक का दिन आवंत और कपट चातरी छोड़ कर सब शरण कबीर गहनते.
Everyone will acquire the refuge of God Kabir. Everyone will come in my refuge. Everyone.
एक अनेक हव गए.
Everyone, all these different sects and religions have been formed.
पुन अनेक हो एक.
Punah means again, all of these will then become one.
एक अनेक हव गए हो गए और पुनः अनेक हो एक. हंस चले सतलोक को सब सतनाम की टेक. होय होय.
Now, pious souls, the value of Satnam has been mentioned, that with the recitation of Satnam, all those who would come in the refuge of God Kabir through this Das, through this Rampal Das, then Hans Chale Satlok Sab. All who? Those who after taking Satnam will follow the rules, all of them will go to Satlok. People will go in large numbers like a crowd gathers in a fair. Consider this to be true, pious souls. You will not even realize, like these children go for propagation. They will go to Satlok like this, come to Satlok. One of your step would be in Satlok from here.
एक अनेक हो गए पुन अनेक हो एक. हंस चले सतलोक को सब सतनाम की टेक.
Those of Radha Swami cult could not understand this Satnam. God had hidden this in such a way. If these fake people had understood it, then it would have been a disaster. Then how would I have made you believe that they are fake and this is authentic? Because if Satnam of 2 mantras is obtained from an unauthorized person, it would anyway be of no use. One will attain no benefit from it. For example, if someone gets a duplicate passport made, then they both are guilty. One realizes this after a long time when checking is done in Satlok while going there. By then, everything has been ruined. Now see. Then what has God said?
घर घर बोध विचार हो. ओए होए.
My knowledge will be discussed in every home.
Ghar ghar bodh vichar ho.
दुर्मति दूर बहाए.
Everybody's ignorance will be dispelled. There is an uproar everywhere that this is mine, this is mine. A mother-in-law quarrels with daughter-in-law, daughter-in-law quarrels with her.
One fights with one's neighbor. There is no love left between a brother and sister. There is an outcry for wealth.
He says everything will calm down. All the outcry will completely disappear. Everybody will come to know that only by doing bhakti of God, one will get liberated. And God will give you so much that you will not be able to finish it. Consider this to be true. Please see this.
घर घर बोध विचार हो दुर्मति दूर बहाए. कलयुग में एक हो कस एक है सोई और बरते सहज सुबाए.
In Kali Yuga, everyone will unite into one and everyone will live in harmony. One will come to know that how much damage is caused if we hurt someone's soul, how much misery we have to experience. It is said that
कहते कहा उगर का सुधर हो.
Dacoits, thieves, robbers,
whom you call as that of the lower caste and others who commit any wrongdoing,
हर सबकी भवभीर और सो सत समान समदृष्टि है समृत सत कबीर.
everyone, whether one is a miscreant or of a lower caste, everyone, including dacoits, thieves, etc., will accept this, that we are doing wrong, and they will acquire this true path, and in large numbers people will acquire this Satnam, this path, and that guide will look equally upon everyone, will treat everyone equally, and he will be the almighty Satya Kabir. Hail Satguru Dev!
Now, pious souls, it has been shown to you, God has said that when 5505 years of Kali Yuga would have passed, then I will come
And I will start a sect.
and the entire world will become one and only sing my glory and everybody will attain salvation.
God had fixed this 600 years ago. Then many other great men have endorsed this by obtaining a little bit of divine vision from God. Now, let us first show you there has been a great man named Tulsidas Ji of Jai Gurudev sect who has formed a separate sect in Mathura. They have only changed the name. The practice is the same as that of the Radha Swami sect, Agra, the 5 mantras and the nonsensical practice of closing ears. But he was a pious soul, a loving child of God. He had done good bhakti in some previous birth. His battery was charged by the virtuous deeds.
He had made a prediction in 1971 that a great man who will impart true knowledge to the whole world, whom the entire world will respect, has appeared.
Now I will narrate it to you in his own words. You will like it.
Jai Gurudev Ki Amar Vani, Part 2. And from where has it been published? Please see. This is Sri Tulsidas Ji. Now he has gone where he had to go. Jai Gurudev Ki Amar Vani, compiled by Shakahari Sadachari Bal Sangh. Publisher is Divya Sharma, 88 Saket Colony, Mathura, UP. Price is this. Printer is Arjun Printers, Old Bus Stand, Mathura, Uttar Pradesh.
Now, this is that great man.
Now what do his disciples say? The world will now get peace from him alone. Until he lived, conditions in the world went from bad to worse. There was no peace. Now I will show you. Let us take you on its page 58. See on page 59. This is page 59. And it was published on 28th August 1971 in Shakahari Patrika. On that day he uttered this speech. What has he said? The great man has taken birth in a small village in India. And so he's saying the great man has taken birth in a small village in India already. That man will become the most important person in the history of mankind. He will get such a massive support from the people that no one has ever had so far. That great man will make law afresh, and it will be implemented on all the countries of the world. He will have one flag, he will have one language. On 28th August 1971, this Tulsidas, founder of Jai Gurudev sect, predicted that a prediction is of the future, but here he has predicted about the future as well as he has mentioned about the current situation that that great man has already taken birth in 1971 on 28th August. Then the people asked, Lord, please tell us where he is.
When you know this much, then also tell us this, that where he is, who he is, in which small village he is, so that we can search for him.
Then what did he say? On 8th September 1971, he again spoke. He gave an indication. Please see page number 50. This is the same book, Jai Gurudev Ki Amar Vani, Part 2. on its page number 50.
On 7th September 1971, he made a prediction, and what did he say in it? That incarnation about whom he had mentioned on 28th August 1971, that incarnation for whom people are waiting, has turned 20. Pious souls, this Das was born on 8th September 1951, and this Das on 7th September 1971 had turned 20. Please see. That incarnation whom people are awaiting has turned 20. If I give details about this whereabouts,
then people will pester him. As of now, there are no orders from above to reveal his whereabouts. I am waiting for the right time, and all saints have waited for the right time.
When the time will come, everyone would get to know everything. On 7 September 1971, he made this prediction. This Das, in the year 2012,
like media took their views and our views as well, Das did a satsang after reading this speech that if Tulsi Das Ji's battery is still charged, that is, in 1971 his battery was charged and his divine vision used to work, he had an enormous wealth of good deeds.
He destroyed them by doing wrong worship. For example, a fully charged battery of the inverter will work even if it is not being charged, but it will suddenly come to an end if it is not charged again. That is, if true worship is not done. The same happened with this great soul.
He was a pious soul. In 1971, his divine vision used to work.
He distinctively told that great soul has taken birth, and on 7 September 1971, he has turned 20.
But Das said that if divine vision of Tulsi Das Ji still works today, then he should tell his followers that the one about whom
I made a prediction on 7 September 1971 has come to Barwala and go into his refuge, but he did not do so. Instead of doing so, his disciples rather opposed us. So God had kept him alive for this purpose only. He had turned 108, that maybe he would shed his load and perhaps my task would become lighter, God had thought. But he was filled with ego, as he had lakhs and crores of followers. But now what would they do? Where would those crores of followers go? Who knows what life form he himself would be suffering in? So Das had said that if he still has the divine vision, then he should tell his followers, otherwise he has become powerless. When he did not tell his followers, he died 6 months later. He passed away. There has been a great man named Nostradamus. He also made a prophecy on this Das. You must have read it. It has been mentioned in Gyan Ganga as well by the followers. You must have read it. If not, then you can read it. He has described in full detail and to the point. And yesterday a devotee brought here a prophecy published in a magazine of some lady foreteller, because now our devotees have become assayers and quickly understand about whom the speech is being said.
So they gave it here, and we saw it yesterday. And today it is being brought in front of you, and it is excellent. This magazine that Das is showing to you now, only 2 pages from it have been given by some devotee. In this, the name of the magazine is not given, but the speech written in it is fantastic. It is true. The devotees have also searched about it online and on YouTube and have found it to be exactly same. Now we will read it to you. There has been a foreteller named Florence in America, and she has talked about this Das, about a great man. It doesn't need a mention, it doesn't look good to mention again, it will automatically come to the fore once you will know the characteristics in here. She has said, see here, world-renowned foreteller Florence has done a prediction that the Third World War would not take place. It will be averted by the efforts of India. Due to the ideology of a divine great man from India, people of spiritual disposition will come to power. The followers of that great man will spread this new ideology to the entire world. Not only India, but people of the whole world would be influenced by that ideology. The important predictions of foreteller Florence. Now see this. This is that sister whose picture has been made in this very magazine. She is standing in this photograph in the magazine, and she is standing like a philosopher. Her vision can be seen very clearly here. Now we will read ahead, which would be more enjoyable. We have photocopied this and the words have been enlarged, which makes it easy to read.
Please see in this, we will read what is relevant to us that we had read on page number 53. This we had read on page 53. This is page 53. We had seen it here on page 53.
And now we will read here on page 54. This is page 54. Now see what has been written here. First, they have mentioned that a lot of prophecies of Florence
have come true. For example, Saddam Hussein, the president of Iraq, fought a war with America.
So many predictions of Florence have come true that no one casts any doubt on her prophecies. Even the scientists are in awe of her predictions every time. Florence has mentioned India, the country, in her predictions many times. In her book named The Fall of Sensational Culture, she has written that around the year 2000 AD, the balance of nature will deteriorate in a fearsome manner. That is, bad behavior, corruption, dishonesty will infest people. There will be a strong feeling of resentment in people. Misconduct will reach its peak. Those who lead a luxurious life in Western countries will have disappointment, restlessness, and unrest. Unfulfilled desires will escalate, due to which mutual bitterness will also rise. There will be an environment of violence and vandalism everywhere. The poor will snatch the properties of the rich.
There will be such an environment that there will be an outcry everywhere. Now see.
Now this foreteller is saying that had that saint not come, the plight of India would have become such that people would have started looting each other. Then instantly what she said is that due to the ideology of that saint, that lethal atmosphere would be averted.
There will be such an environment that there will be an outcry everywhere, but a new ideology emerging from India will end this deadly atmosphere. That ideology will explain the importance of harmony and brotherhood with a scientific viewpoint. It will also explain this, that there is no mutual conflict between religion and science. It will bring to the light the supremacy of spirituality and the hollowness of materialism in front of everyone. Now, pious souls, understand the role of these foretellers to be this much. For instance, God has made a rule. He has made earth and sun and all the constellations, and it is predetermined that the sun will rise at 6:20 a.m. If someone having knowledge of geography, astronomy tells that on such a date the sun will rise at 6:20 a.m., even if he hadn't told, then also the sun would have risen at that time, because that God has already made that predetermined system. Even if these foretellers had not told, then also God has decided on that predetermined day this would have happened anyway. Now that these foretellers are telling, so it is even more a golden chance for all of you. All pious souls should not delay. Are these great souls telling lies? God has said it, all the saints are saying it, and even these foretellers are saying it, who were not even related to this country in any way. Even then, if you would not understand, then you are childish, without any intellect. Please see this. Like Das explains to you many times in every satsang spiritual discourse, Das explains to you what God had said earlier, and even now majority of my satsang spiritual discourse are based on this subject, that what are you doing? You have become multi-billionaire by looting the world, and you left it all behind.
सर्व सोने की लंका थी वह रावण से रणधीरम, एक पलक में राज विराजी जम के पड़े जंजीरम.
Someone who was once a ruler of the world is today living in a burrow after becoming a rat. God says,
कहते राम रटत निर्धन भला, टूटी घर की छान व सुंदर महल किस काम के, जा भक्ति नहीं भगवान.
So here Florence, our sister, is trying to say that by the ideology of that saint, supremacy of spirituality and the hollowness of materialism will be revealed. It is happening in front of you, and everybody's conscious is accepting that this is the case. They are saying that it will bring to light the supremacy of spirituality and the hollowness of materialism in front of everyone. The middle class will be influenced by that ideology a lot. Those of you who are coming here belong to the middle class and see how you are appearing here in great numbers and are considering everything this Das says to be final. Neither you have to give anything nor take anything from anyone. Marriage has to be accomplished in a simple way. We unnecessarily spend huge amount of money in marriage, and then we have made numerous unnecessary ceremonies. When Durga got Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh married, there was no one from the bride or the groom side. There was no one preparing sweets or playing DJ. She just said to Brahma, "This is your wife Savitri. Take her and settle down." She gave Lakshmi to Vishnu and said, "Son, this is your wife, go and settle down." And gave Parvati to Shankarji. That's it, marriage is accomplished. Everything else that we used to do is unnecessary nonsense. We kept a burden on our heads, we kept accumulating money all our lives by unfair means for those unnecessary things only, and in the end we used to leave everything here. Now please see, it will bring to light the hollowness of materialism. The middle class will be highly influenced by that ideology. This group will inspire all the groups of the society towards the development of a good society. This ideology will bring a miraculous change in the entire world. I perceive with my sixth sense that the great saint who will give rise to this viewpoint has taken birth in India. Please see here. Here it is written that a journalist had asked Florence in 1964. And the beginning of 1980 will take place with extensive upheaval. After 1979-1980, such earthquakes will occur that some part of New Jersey and places of many countries of Europe and Asia will be torn apart by the earthquake. Some will get submerged in water. The terror of Third World War will set in everyone's mind, and they will prepare for this war. But Indian politicians, not politicians, it is an indication towards that saint, will avert the Third World War. So she was alive till 1964. In 1964, she was young when she was telling all this. She must have lived another 10, 20, 30 years. She was alive until 1994, 95. So she had told at that time, she had also mentioned in 1964 that saint has taken birth. And she could at that time also see the current state of Das. She could see that. Please see here. I perceive with my sixth sense, that is, the sense that I have, that the great saint who will give rise to this viewpoint has taken birth in India. The influence of the brilliant personality of that saint will amaze everyone. His ideology will again give a new vigor to the decreasing influence of spirituality in the world. There will be a spiritual atmosphere everywhere. Wonderful. Das has been repeatedly saying that if God had not commenced his true bhakti via this Das, then in the coming 50 years there would have been no one taking the name of God in India. there would have been such an uproar. So this also has been mentioned here, that he will again uplift the degrading standard of spirituality. This is the meaning. The influence of the brilliant personality of that saint will amaze everyone. His ideology will again give a new vigor to the decreasing influence of spirituality. And there will be a spiritual atmosphere everywhere. The people influenced by the ideology of that saint will move towards the West for the welfare of the world. They will gradually spread completely in Asia, Europe and America. Everywhere. The entire world will be impressed by the viewpoint of that saint and will walk on his footprints. People of the Western countries will consider him to be Jesus Christ. People of the Western countries, for example America, England, etc., will consider him to be Jesus. Muslims will consider him to be a true guide, and the people of Asia will regard him as an incarnation of God. An intellectual revolution will occur from the ideology of that great saint, intellectual meaning good, that is wise people will join him. See here, the beliefs of the intellectual people will change. These people who consider themselves to be superior, these high officials, will be compelled to think that what are we doing, what should we have done? The beliefs of the intellectual people will change. Shoots of devotion and faith towards God will sprout in them. According to Florence, that saint has taken birth in India already. She was very much impressed by this saint. She has also written in another book of hers, Golden Light of New Era, "When I meditate, then I frequently see a saint. He is fair-skinned." That is, he has a fair skin, and then that saint has a splendid radiance on his forehead. Rays of light of a heavenly body from the sky constantly keep showering on his forehead. Wonderful. Now, pious souls, you may see here, this is how the rays come. God is sitting above, right here in Satlok. He is showering his rays from there on this das in this way. It is coming from the skies above, and then the power of God is continually functioning in this das. From that only, you are further being given connection. The sister Florence is describing the same thing by seeing with her divine vision that rays of light from a heavenly body in the sky are continuously showering on his forehead, and the same power is further going into all of you. Please see here. When I meditate, then I frequently see that saint. He is fair-skinned. Now see, here he has forgotten to write something. Our devotees, based on a book that he has mentioned about. Please see. Another book, Golden Light of New Era. This is a book. Based on this book, our devotees have taken out some material from a website. It is as follows in English. Please see. It is this only. I can clearly visualize a golden era divine. She says that she keeps on seeing. See here. The translation in Hindi that he has done is from here. When I enter great flights of meditation, I visualize, I see. What is this sister saying? That when I enter great flights of meditation, that is, when I do my meditation, then what do I see? Please see. When I enter the great flights of meditation, I visualize such a great saint who is fair-skinned, that is, who has a fair complexion with white hair. He has grey hair without a beard or a moustache. He does not have any beard or moustache. And he has white hair. She was seeing this age of Das at that time, that at that time he will become famous. Now he has translated the same thing here, but a bit less. He might have forgotten. She has also written in another book of hers, Golden Light of New Era, "When I meditate, then I frequently see a saint. He is fair-skinned. He forgot to write further that he has white hair and he's without beard or moustache. The thing is that some journalist has portrayed the prophecy uttered by her in his own way. So, these people's viewpoint was on another saint, that it might be him. It is written in this that he might be Sri Ram Sharma. The person has further written than this. Like the original text of Gita is correct. The original text is correct. But the translators had themselves put it down to Sri Krishna, that Sri Krishna is narrating Gita. So here he has intentionally left this that. He will have grey hair and he will not have any beard or moustache. Therefore he has left this here. Whereas it has been clearly written in the one in English. That is the prediction uttered by her in her language. Please see here, when I meditate, I often see a saint. He is fair-skinned. The saint has an amazing brightness on his forehead. Rays of light from a heavenly body constantly keep showering from the sky on his forehead. They continuously keep coming on him. I see that saint, through the power of his auspicious ideology and his followers enriched with virtuous character, is disseminating the light of new knowledge in the whole world. You can see that the children of Bandi Chhod, that is the liberator, by going to far-off places, are propagating the knowledge of God. That saint, through the power of his auspicious ideology and his followers, enriched with virtuous characters, disseminating the light of new knowledge in the whole world. That saint is continuously increasing his power. He has so much power that he can also cause changes to the nature. He will do his work in a scientific manner. By his grace and endeavors, a new awareness will come in the human civilization. A new consciousness will be transmitted through all the masses of the world. A new form of people power will emerge to the fore, which will put restraint on the arbitrariness of those in power, those in high power. The followers of the saint will compel the kings who act arbitrarily to behave sensibly. You have acted nonsensically for a long time. A new consciousness will be transmitted through all the masses of the world. A new form of people power will emerge to the fore, which will put restraint on the arbitrariness of those in power, on the politicians. A psychiatrist and world-renowned hypnotist, Dr. Maury Bernstein, was a good friend of Florence. Once she had also said to him, she told him that, "Doctor, that time is approaching very quickly when the society will listen to the statements of social workers like you much more carefully than that of the power-greedy politicians. By the arrival of the 21st century, a new ideology will influence the entire world. Organization of religious people with good character in every nation will change the wrong beliefs in the people's minds. This ideology will blossom in India, will commence in India, and it will spread in all the countries of the world. I am seeing an intense ascetic. on that holy place whose brilliance is spreading very quickly. That saint is trying day and night to awaken the dormant divinity in human beings and to make the earth like heaven. A journalist had asked Florence in 1964 whether she can tell the future of the world or not. In its reply, Florence had said that in 1980, this will happen. In 1990, this will happen. She had told everything. All right. What has she said further? Until the advent of the Third World War, the reins of India's control, she says here, the terror of the Third World War will set in everyone's mind, and the Indian politicians with their influence and intellect will become successful in averting the Third World War. Until the advent of the Third World War, the reins of India's control will be in the hands of people with spiritual disposition. Therefore, the World War will be averted by their influence. Those rulers will be impressed by the brilliant and revolutionary ideology of a great saint. They will be submitted to that saint in the same way as Washington was submitted to independence and humanity.
Florence, a resident of New Jersey. New Jersey is a city in America. Florence, a resident of New Jersey, was really an extraordinary woman. Once a man called Nebel, this journalist has tried to show. He was trying to showcase that there was a reporter of America and he was taking her interview, and that interview was being broadcast live on television. Live. He asks that you are telling a lot about a saint, but tell something about me. This is the account in this. Instead of reading it out, I'm narrating like that. It will be done quickly. So Florence said, "Let me tell you about yourself." She held his right hand and she said, "You will also do journalism in some other state. You will go there." So he was saying, he has written in this that I was telling her that you are joking with me. If people of my department would be hearing this interview, my boss, they will definitely sack me. I will not do any journalism in any other state, but will definitely lose my job. What a joke you are making. At that very moment, a phone came from my head office and it was for me only. I answered the call. My boss was saying that, "I am watching your interview. I am astonished. We have decided that we will send you to New York for propagation there. We will declare this tomorrow. It has been finalized. I am amazed. I am listening to your interview. How did this Florence come to know about it? Come soon. We have to send you over there." So the purport of this statement is that the interviewer is saying that her prophecy was so accurate. So she only is talking about that saint and it cannot be untrue. Now see this. Please see here. I have left this here. He was telling the same thing here. During a TV program, I asked her, the journalist is actually saying this, "Often you tell about the saint who has taken birth in India. I would like to know something about me. Please tell me." Florence held his right hand and said, "Very soon you will be broadcasting from another state." Nebel was an employee of a broadcast service and he started laughing on this comment of Florence. After a few moments he said, "You have cracked a good joke on me. If the officials of my company are watching this program, then whether I may go to another state or not, but for the time being I will be definitely expelled from the company." Then he made this statement. Now he said, when Nebel picked up the phone, then he said, "We have decided to commence broadcasting from New York. You only will be sent there. Keep this a secret at the moment. It will be declared tomorrow. I was watching your interview with Florence on TV. The boss is saying this. Whatever Florence has told about you is completely true. I'm surprised that how did she come to know about it?" Nebel kept looking at Florence's face. Now that woman used to make very accurate predictions. He has proved this. She only used to make prophecies about that saint. See further. Some journalists had once asked her that how does she see the future? And how does she locate missing people or things? Then Florence told them, "I myself don't know how it becomes possible. I am telling a very important thing about the future." She used to say this repeatedly, that at the end of 20th century, in India, around 1947, a light will emanate. That light will give information to the whole world about those divine powers that have remained mysterious for all of us until now. This light will spread in the whole world through a divine great man. He will inspire everyone to tread on this true path. A light of new thought will spread in the whole world. When I am in meditation, then often I see this divine great man. Florence has repeatedly mentioned about this saint or divine great man. Besides, she has also told that he is present in a holy place of northern India, in Barwala. So by souls, a word to the wise is sufficient. Get your welfare done. The later you will come, the more you will repent. This is a golden chance.
You have obtained this golden chance. Make the most of it. Sat Sahib.
Let us now listen to the experiences of those devotees who have taken initiation from Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampalji Maharaj, who are walking on the path of bhakti told by him.
What is your name, sir?
Sir, my name is Om Prakash Das. Otherwise, officially in my job, my name is recorded as Dr. Om Prakash Huda, Dr. O.P. Huda.
So, doctor, where all have you worked?
Sir, as a medical officer, I had joined work in Butana. After that, I stayed in district Panipat for 2 to 2.5 years. After that, I came to Sonipat on the post of medical superintendent. And from there, I went to CHC Naharpur Yamunanagar for 4.5 years. From Naharpur, I got transferred to Bilaspur in district Yamunanagar only. From there, I then came to CHC Dighal in December 2005. And from CHC Dighal, I got promoted to CMO Jhajjar. I remained CMO Jhajjar for 2 years and 1 month. Then after that, sir, I got appointed as Deputy Director Senior Scale Panchkula. And after Panchkula, I remained CMO Sirsa for approximately a year. And after that, I got transferred as CMO Hisar, from where I retired on 30th April 2011 from the post of CMO.
Doctor, how did you come in the refuge of Sant Rampalji Maharaj?
I came in the refuge of Sant Rampalji Maharaj like this, that my posting in 1998-1999 was in Kurukshetra, and my wife was a teacher in nursing college in Sonipat. So one day a girl came to our house who used to study in class 12. So that child told this to her grandma, that grandma, I came on Monday and you were fasting. I came on Tuesday, then also you were fasting. I came on Friday, you were fasting then too. So shall I make a capsule of such religious practices of yours? Because if you will keep so many fasts, then you will become weak. Then my wife said, daughter, please make it. Then that daughter said, Sant Rampalji Maharaj's discourses are held on every third Sunday of the month in Sonipat, and on this Sunday, the third Sunday, I will take you there. So my wife took initiation from the Lord in first discourse only, and after taking initiation, she came to Kurukshetra. On reaching Kurukshetra, when she told me, then I became shocked that how did she take initiation without my permission? So I went to Radha Swami Dera Satsang Byas, and following me, my wife reached there after 2 hours. After that, we listened to their discourses. Previously also we had listened to their discourses, but on the main Dera, we saw that their guru or founder does not deliver discourses, rather a CD is played. And after that we returned and I listened to 5-6 discourses of Sant Rampalji Maharaj on every third Sunday of the month. And then when I did not take initiation, then my wife got a 3-day path reading of Holy Book of Sad Granth Sahib held at my place, which is also known as Garib Das Ji's Granth. It has the same speech of God Kabir in it. So Sant Rampalji Maharaj came on the 25th date to conclude that part. And then on 25th December 1999, I took initiation from Sant Rampalji Maharaj. And since then, it has been Lord's grace. I have been in Lord's feet only.
Doctor, the way of worship which you have, Venerable Sant Rampalji Maharaj, have given you what benefit?
Sir, the way of worship which my Venerable Gurudev Sant Rampalji Maharaj has given, during that time, the Lord used to mention a speech that Jam Jora Jase Dare Mite Karm Ke Lekh, Adli Adal Kabir Hai Kul Ke Sadguru Ek. So this speech proves to be absolutely true in my life. Because I was born in village Kaloi in district Rohtak and my date of birth is 12/4/1953. And in 5th class I had gone to Amritsar and there is a Durgiana temple of Hindus. They are built as a replica of the holy golden temple. So in that Durgiana temple there was a very old servant who also used to work as an astrologer. He told me, like they used to call my elder brother Master Ji, so they used to call me Junior Master Ji. He said, Junior Master Ji, come here. So seeing my hand, he told me that, son, you will become a doctor and your age is 50 years. On hearing the age of 50 years, when I looked at the face of Saint Ji, the astrologer, then all of a sudden he became frightened that I should not have told the age to the child. He may become worried that he had told the correct age. The child may become worried. The child may become deviated. But it was Lord's grace that I did not get deviated, and hearing that I will become a doctor, became engrossed in my studies, and then I became a doctor only. And when I came into service, then I did not remember by the influence of Kal, as we came to know from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj's speech that we have a lot of pressure of Kal on us, and even the control of our mind is also in his hands until you worship him or other gods, goddesses. So I did not remember that. My age is 50 years, but on the night of 10-11 April 2003, I started having pain in hands and chest. Then I said to my children and wife that let us go to PGI Rohtak and get it tested. Then there I saw a young doctor, very good. I gave him my introduction that I belong to HCMS 1, Group A. I am a doctor, Dr. O.P. Huda. These are my class fellows. These are my teachers. If you need anything, then you can surely call them. On seeing my ECG, he telephoned here and there to senior doctors. After that, they started shifting me to ICU. So I realized that I have some serious illness. But Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj had told in the discourses that whenever there is any adversity on you, then immediately you should start chanting. If you have got the first mantra, then the first mantra. If you have got the Satnam of the second stage, then Satnam. And if you have received Sarnam, then start chanting Sarnam. So I, by the grace of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, started doing the same. And I was not feeling that actually I am so seriously ill that I am being shifted to ICU. But there, after an hour and a half to 2 hours, I became unconscious, and in unconscious state, I saw that outside doctors are getting papers signed that he was a very good doctor and we cannot save him. His last stage has nearly come. So outside they were making my wife and children write on files saying that if you want to take him anywhere, then you can. Hearing this, they started crying. In unconscious state, I am seeing that the messengers of Kal are coming closer to me, and on coming closer, they are saying that your time is over, we have come to take you. So before I could say anything to them, Supreme God Kabir put his hand over my head, and I saw his picture like a reflection is seen in the mirror, and within moments, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji's hand came over Supreme God Kabir's hand, and on the body came Sant Rampal Ji's body. So Shri Sant Rampal Ji said, Supreme God Kabir has extended your life for bhakti. So on this I start crying a lot that, oh Lord, you yourself are Supreme God Kabir. You have come by acquiring a body. You only are playing all the roles, O Lord. You alone are Supreme God Kabir. And in this lok of Kal, O Lord, no one can do bhakti without your grace. Only you can make one do bhakti, O Lord. On saying this, I burst into tears. And the messengers of Kal, on seeing Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, start fleeing away. And I fall asleep in unconscious state. So when I had been in ICU for 3 days, then I tried to get up and go to the toilet in ICU for micturition. Then a senior doctor, professor, was making his round. So a senior doctor amongst them came running. He held me and said, Doctor, what are you doing? You do not have any sense. You had suffered such a serious heart attack. We are surprised that you are saved. You don't have to walk at all. You sit on your bed, we will call for a wheelchair. So in this way, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj gave me extension of life. I told about Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, to my PGI medical staff, doctors, etc. But without the grace of God, without the grace of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, no one can switch on anyone's spiritual channel which is present in everyone. It cannot be switched on. Whose spiritual channel God switches on, only they are coming from 1,000 kilometers and from abroad to hear the speech of the Lord and to walk on His path. So, as is the speech of the Lord, I also used to recite this to my workers, officials, that मासा घटे न तिल बढ़े विदना लिखे जो लेख और साचा सतगुरु मेट कर ऊपर मार दी मेक. O Lord, you did the same to me. Kal has written that I will not increase a single breath which has been given to you. Neither can he increase, nor can it increase by worshipping him, nor can these increase by the worship of gods, goddesses. Only you can do it, Lord. You are true, your speech is true, your spiritual knowledge is true. You are Supreme God, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. You can do whatever you like. 14 कोटि दूत जमधारी, ऊत भूत जमत्रास निवारे, चित्रगुप्त के कागज उपहारे. Lord, you tore the papers of Chitragupt. You increased my life, Lord. My wife, Mrs. Sushila Huda, got admitted in PGI Rohtak on 6/12/2004. And at that time, I was posted in CHC on the post of SMO. I received a telephone. This CHC is in district Yamunanagar. When I received the telephone, then I came over there. And she had already taken permission of the Lord that such a thing has happened. So Lord said, get yourself treated. So then I came and saw my wife. She had received a special ward. So whichever doctor or worker used to come there, in that ward, she used to start crying, saying this, that will my eyes become all right? She had developed diplopia in her eyes. So, due to that diplopia, whichever doctor used to come, they used to say we cannot do anything. Like she got admitted from eye department. So the eye specialist said that we have done all the tests. You show to neurologists. We kept on showing to neurologists. They said that there is no defect. We have done her MRI, CAT scan, USS, everything. But we cannot see any defect. And I am myself an eye surgeon. I am an MS-MD doctor. I have done many operations of the eyes. So even I was very much surprised that when there is no defect in anything, then why is she not getting better? Why is the medicine not working? So in this way for nearly 7 to 8 days, we kept taking the advice of the specialists here and there. And in the end, they said if you want to show her to AIIMS or any other place, then you can. And we do not know if she will get better or not. We have not been able to find her illness. So after that, there was a satsang of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj in Barwala. Because he also used to deliver discourses at Karotha. After a fortnight, there used to be a satsang of Lord Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj here in Barwala. So she sat in a bus, told us that I am going there, and taking a bus she came here, and sitting and crying in the feet of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, Satguru, she told that, Lord, please see, my eyes are not getting better. The doctors have given up. Oh Lord, when you can increase life, then what is there you cannot do, Lord? So Lord said that, look at me. How many do I appear? She said, you appear too, Lord. So she looked down and started serving his feet. Lord again said, look at me, how many do I appear? She said, you appear too, Lord, I will not lie. Then again the third time Lord said, now you may look at me. Lord had kept his hand on her head. She said, Lord, you appear one now. I have become completely all right, Lord. So this God is so merciful. Satguru jo chahe so karhi 14 कोट दूत यम धरी Oh Lord, your speech is true, you are true. Lord, you have told in your speech that जे सतगुरु मिलते नहीं तो जाते यम के द्वार, यम द्वारे में दूध सब करते खेचा तान, ऊते कभू न छूटता फिरता चारों खान, चारों खानी में भरमता कबहू न लगता पार. सो फेरा सब मिट गया मेरे सतगुरु के उपकार. O Lord, Lord, you showered immense grace. You have increased my life. After coming to Lord's court, this is the true way of worship. He is true God. He is Satpurush, and he is Supreme God Kabir himself, who has come by changing his body so he can do whatever he wishes. So Lord has given us such a true knowledge, which is not available anywhere on earth, because I, along with my family, along with my children, earlier, we were indeed Arya Samaji because we belong to Rohtak district, and I studied in DAV school and DAV college. After that, we took initiation from Jain Muni. Then we went to Brahmakumari Ashram, Mount Abu, and took their initiation for a year and a half to 2 years. After that, there was an 80 years old Punjabi Guru Sainji. We made him Guru for 10 years. And thereafter, we met Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. Then we came to know that all the earlier ones had no path of bhakti, they have no mantra, they have no evidence. The true mantras which Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj has told us of the first stage, then of second stage, Satnam, and then Sarnam, they all are proven. There is an abundance of gurus in this country, in the world. Only he is a Sadguru who tells the truth about the Supreme God, who then also gives us happiness in this life and then also provides us salvation, who, by giving Satnam, Sarnam and the first mantra, makes us walk on the path of Satlok. O Lord, you showed immense grace. Shower your blessing, Lord. In this Kal's world, one cannot do bhakti even for a moment. It's only your grace, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. Please maintain your grace on me and my family, O Lord.
What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Sushila Huda. I am Mrs. Huda, wife of Dr. Huda. I had taken initiation from Sant Rampal Maharaj in 1999 itself. And since then I have been perceiving Lord, as it is said that there is a saying that God is he who gives eyes to the blind, body to leper, offspring to barren lady, and wealth to the poor. So this Lord is himself God Kabir. He has proved this in my family that yes, I can perform the task of complete God. I am omnipotent, granted life to Dr. Sahib, whereas he was told in the childhood that his age is 50 years. He has suffered a severe heart attack and Lord saved him. Similarly, in 2004, on 6 December, my eyes became squinted and I developed diplopia, means I developed double vision. It used to seem to me as if everything is two in number. So I became very distressed. I got admitted in PGIMS Rohtak. I remained admitted for 10 days in the special ward. And whichever intern used to come, I used to ask them, have you seen such a case of diplopia before? Will I get better? And then they used to say, yes madam, you'll become alright, because it's a duty of a doctor that they psychologically boost up a patient. But I did not feel that I would get better. All the investigations have been done. I have also shown my eyes to neurologist, have shown them to eye specialist, have also shown to physician. All my investigations are nil, and how will I become alright? Then on 10th day they said, you may get discharged and go home. Then I came here to the Lord. Then I said to the Lord, oh Bandichor, it would be better if you give me salvation. I cannot even see you, Lord. Even you are appearing many to me. So Lord put hand on my head and said, just look at me. So as soon as I looked at Lord, I said, I will not lie while standing at this sacred and pure place. You are still appearing the same to me. 3-4. Then he again said, now see. I said, you are appearing the same. Then the third time, when the Lord put his hand, at that time my Lord had become one. Then I said, now you have become one, Lord. Now I can see you properly. He is complete God. If there's a shortcoming, then it is inside us. Lord says in his speech, साहिब के दरबार में कमी काहे की नाही और हंसा मौज ना पावता तेरी चूक चाकरी माही. There's a shortcoming within us. Like God says that we should do these many mantra, we are unable to do them. We do not follow his rules properly, then this is our shortcoming. Lord is complete and he is complete God. And I have done so much bhakti, I was shattered. I was in search of God. My parents passed away when I was small. So I used to think this profession, thinking that I will not let anyone die. I will search so much that no one's parents should die just like my parents. My brothers had totally turned against me. My father was PA of Sir Chotu Ram. You girl will get us insulted. You bring us disgrace. You have chosen such a profession. You may do whatever you like, but do not do this. I said no, I have to do this only. So wherever and beside whichever patient I used to stand, I used to wholeheartedly serve him or her. And if someone used to die, then I used to start crying with their relatives, thinking that what is this life? A human being takes birth and dies, and one who is so dear and beloved parts away. So what kind of life is this? So I did not know that there is also such a God who will also eliminate birth and death. Now I came to know that God Kabir alone eliminates birth and death and also promises that Amar karun satlok pathaun tate bandi chhor kahaun. He is a true God for sure, eternal God. Is a true bandi chhor. Now I have this satisfaction that He is supreme power. There is no power beyond Him, and the knowledge of this God starts from where science fails. God has proved this on us with several examples on different occasions. So when doctors give up totally, God came to our rescue and cured it only by giving His blessing. So He is a complete God in every aspect. He is 101% complete God. And now we have also become confident that He will not come in birth and death again. We will definitely attain salvation.
To know more about this, you should visit www.jagadgururampalji.org, and you can also visit Sant Rampalji Maharaj and Satlok Ashram YouTube channel.